This episode is presented to you in the form of an audiobook. This episode is brought to you by the undeniable truth that your mindset determines your reality. What if I told you that one single shift in how you think could completely transform your life? What if everything you've ever wanted, success, confidence, fulfillment, was already within your reach, but your mindset was the only thing keeping you from it? The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't intelligence, wealth, or talent. It's perspective. It's the way they think. And today, you're going to unlock the number one mindset shift that has the power to reprogram your brain for unstoppable success forever. But before we dive in, take a moment and reflect. Have you ever set a goal, felt excited, taken action, but eventually found yourself stuck, unmotivated, or falling back into old habits? Maybe it was a fitness goal, a career move, or breaking a toxic cycle. You had the desire. You knew what needed to be done, but somehow something invisible kept pulling you back. You might have blamed yourself, thinking you lacked discipline, motivation, or even the right circumstances. But here's the truth. You don't have a motivation problem. You don't have a discipline problem. You have a mindset problem. And until that changes, success will always feel like an uphill battle. But once you unlock this shift, achieving your goals will become as natural as breathing. Your brain is an incredible machine, but it wasn't designed for success. It was designed for survival. This is why most people struggle to break free from their limitations. Imagine this. Every time you try to push beyond your comfort zone, your brain sends a warning signal. Stop. This is dangerous. What if you fail? What if people judge you? What if you're not good enough? These thoughts aren't random. They're the result of deeply ingrained survival mechanisms that once protected humans from real physical dangers. But in the modern world, where failure doesn't mean death, these outdated instincts sabotage your progress. What's worse is that your thoughts, repeated often enough, become your reality. If you keep telling yourself, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll never be successful," your brain strengthens those beliefs. And over time, they become self-fulfilling prophecies. But science has also proven something incredible. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself. Every thought you think strengthens certain neural pathways. If you change your thoughts, you change your brain. And when you change your brain, you change your life. Most people approach success backward. They focus on setting goals without realizing that their identity, their self-perception, is what truly determines their actions. Think about someone who says, "I want to lose weight." They might try dieting, they might go to the gym, but deep down, they still see themselves as someone who struggles with health, and because of that, the change never lasts. Now compare that to someone who says, "I am the type of person who takes care of my body every single day." That person doesn't need willpower. They naturally make decisions aligned with their identity. Successful people don't just set goals, they embody the identity of the person who achieves them. Instead of saying, "I want to be confident," tell yourself, "I am someone who speaks with authority and certainty." Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," say, "I am the type of person who takes action, even when it's uncomfortable." This mindset shift, identity-based thinking, is one of the most powerful psychological techniques ever studied. Studies in behavioral science show that when you shift your identity, your habits follow naturally. When something becomes part of who you are, you no longer need to force yourself to do it. It becomes effortless. Think of the most successful people in the world. They don't try to be great. They don't force themselves to be confident. They don't struggle with motivation. They simply are the kind of person who takes action, no matter what. And because of that, success is inevitable for them. Now ask yourself, who do you need to become to reach your goals? What identity do you need to adopt? Here's how you apply this shift right now. First, identify a goal you've struggled with. Now ask yourself, who is the type of person that achieves this goal effortlessly? If your goal is to build a successful business, instead of focusing on strategies, focus on becoming the kind of person who is disciplined, resourceful, and resilient. If your goal is to build confidence, stop looking for quick fixes and start becoming the kind of person who speaks with certainty, makes eye contact, and takes up space. If your goal is to improve your health, don't just diet. Become the type of person who respects their body and moves with energy and purpose. Once you shift your identity, your actions will follow. And once your actions change, your results will transform. The key is consistency. Your brain has spent years reinforcing your old identity. That means it will take time to rewire it. But every time you catch yourself falling into old patterns, remind yourself, that's not me anymore. Repeat this until the new identity becomes your default. Here's a simple but powerful trick to accelerate this process: the 3-second rule. Whenever you catch yourself thinking like your old self, interrupt the pattern within 3 seconds. The moment your brain says, "I can't do this," immediately counter it with, "I am becoming the person who does this." Every time you do this, you weaken the old belief and strengthen the new one. Over time, this shift becomes automatic, and success becomes inevitable. Right now, you have a choice. You can walk away from this episode, go back to your old patterns, and continue struggling with the same challenges. Or you can take control of your mindset today and start becoming the version of yourself that achieves everything you desire. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't luck or talent. It's the willingness to shift how they think. So the question is, are you ready to transform? If you are serious about rewiring your mindset for success, take action right now. Drop a "I'm ready" in the comments. Because the moment you make this commitment, you set the foundation for real change. Every great transformation starts with a single decision, and this is yours.